President Sorensen at the time interviewed me, and of course several other people, and was hired on at that time. I think it was the summer of 1978. And here it is, this many years later. Now I'm getting a reward named after him, Woolstenhume Sorensen. His name is to be revered, in my opinion. I was thinking about my early days here at the college. We were over on the Provo campus at the time, and I think it was within the first year or so of my employment here. I was walking down the hall past his office one day, and he comes out into the hall, and he recognizes me, and he calls me by name. And then he said, "Well, how are you doing? How is your teaching assignments? What can I do to help you in your assignments?" And I was somewhat taken back by the care, I guess, and the sensitivity of a president of a college to be concerned about one of the teachers individually by name. And so that set the stage for me wanting to support him in producing academic excellence for our students, and I worked hard and it motivated me to live up to the standards. He placed trust in me. He placed the students' welfare in my charge, and I wanted to be equal to that trust.
Mike, I'm really proud of you. I wouldn't be employed here without him starting the program. We both served in the Air Force for several years. I know that he flew different airplanes as a navigator, and then when he got here, he spent a lot of time flying. I kind of took over what he did and fly intro flights with a lot of people, students. I'm involved with the day camp program here in the education department and the community program that they have, all because he started this program. So I have a lot to be thankful for.
Mike gave a great deal of dedication to the institution and programs for development, as we've mentioned, and doing good things. The other thing that is interesting about Mike is that he really helped many students individually and outside of the institution make a success of their lives, because he was so involved and so personal in his approach to what he was doing with the institution, that I really think that's where many of his greatest achievements were.
I nominated Mike Falgoust for the award because his involvement with the university and his impact on the university and his students over the time he has worked here has been enormous. Few people realize that, because Mike is sort of a quiet guy and reserved, and he's not necessarily someone who talks himself up or asks for the limelight, and so some of this has gone underground and people aren't aware of it, but that does not mean it had less impact or that it wasn't life-changing for some of the people who were in contact with him.
I like to think the students are the wind beneath my wings, and I love flying, and I will fly forever. So thank you for the opportunity of honoring the students through this reward.